Luciani-Price from Price Team Mortgages with another mortgage few minutes to what's going on in the mortgage market, as well as tell you some tips and hopefully help everyone get the best mortgage they possibly can. So I've just returned from being out east, first time in 50 years. I had a 2-week great vacation with my kids and my husband, and think I should have traveled to Nova Scotia long before now. But it gave me some time to be away, which is really important for all of us, is to have some time to rest and relax. So I'm back on fire, back to work, and ready to give you some new information I hopefully will be useful to you. So tonight I'd like to talk about, number one, getting your house ready for sale and deciding to move. Now, many people don't realize that there are not the same rules that there were when you purchased your house. They are much different. In fact, we've probably had 20 sets of changes to rules in the last 3 years. So I wanted to make sure that everyone, of course, is protected. The best way to do that is to make sure before you list your house that the numbers are being run and your credit is being pulled, and you're also your income is being reviewed. All of that should be done before you list your house, and here's why. Many people want to move and think that they can move, and only to find out at the very last minute that this was not a good idea, that what they had currently with their current mortgage in their current home was better than the mortgage that they could get if they purchase. And people get heartbroken when they are not able to continue with the transaction afterwards. What can happen is many things. What we've heard from previous clients is all of a sudden they get to the lawyer after they sold their house and purchased another one and find out, if you can imagine, that they have a $25,000 penalty from their current lender. All of a sudden, all of the money that they thought that they had for renovations or down payment were thrown out the window with that penalty. So that's why it's important that we do a penalty calculation for you prior to you selling. If you're in a variable rate mortgage, most of the time you don't have to worry about the penalty. It's either 3 months interest, or there's a calculation of 3 months interest at prime. Those are not the ones that are going to get you into trouble. It's the fixed rate mortgages from the major banks. Their penalties are punitive and can be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So if you are in a fixed rate mortgage right now with a major bank and have your house up for sale, make sure that you call your lender and ask them what the penalty will be to break, because all of a sudden it may not make sense for you to move. The other thing is many people think that the issues that they have with their credit are minor and that the lenders won't care if they have some minor issues. Minor issues can mean the difference between getting a mortgage and not getting a mortgage. Yes, we will fight for you tooth and nail to try to get approval on bruised credit. But it is better to find out now whether you can get a mortgage than after you have sold your house and find out that you can't get into a new house at the amount of money that you wanted to put down, and find yourself really that you've shot yourself in the foot because you want to move. So be like a Boy Scout. Make sure that you do talk to a mortgage broker, hopefully me or one of our team members, about your decision to sell, so we can tell you with very good certainty what the numbers will be when you sell your home, what you need to sell it at in order to make sure that you can get into your next home. We can look at different scenarios, whether it's minimum down, 20% down. Often the mistake most people make is they take every single dime that they make from their home and they plow it into the next home when they're still carrying debts. Again, it takes a set of eyes, a good mortgage broker that has the expert knowledge behind them to figure out what is some of the scenarios we should be looking at if you're going to be selling your home and buying another one. The other thing is you can't really know what you can be approved for if you don't run those numbers. Just using a mortgage calculator online will not give you all the indication you need to know whether you can buy a house right now. So in the old days, you know, it was easy. You just wanted to move up, you moved up. You had a good job, you could move up. But now nothing could be farther from the truth. You need to make sure that all your income, your credit, everything is looked at, the penalty, before you make that decision to move. Otherwise, you could find yourself homeless, or worst case scenario, having to pay thousands of dollars to try to figure out how to make this new house work. And we don't want people to find themselves in bad situations or stressful situations. Be like a Boy Scout, start it out and make sure that everything is being looked at and not just a cursory type of review of your circumstances. Your income does not give you an indication of what you will be approved for in a mortgage. All of those factors need to be looked at. Your credit, your income, the penalty for breaking, and the different scenarios of how to get into that new house, hopefully stress-free and the home of your dreams. So that's it for all. Oh, one further thing I forgot to add. A lot of people have been calling from Facebook. You can see that we have a lot of applications. We're top brokers in Canada. Thank you for your trust in us. Very important to understand that we do not charge fees for doing prime rate mortgages. So if you are getting a normal mortgage, we have 100 different lenders, including all the major banks and other lenders that are available to us. And we do not charge fees. We only get you the very best rate and terms for your conditions. So, and your situation. So that's good news. I just want to make sure everybody knows that, because many people, after we do all this great work, say, what do we owe you? And no, we are paid by the lender to find great people like you. So please don't hesitate to call us. We're here for you. We want to make sure that everybody gets into the best mortgage possible. Bye for now.